Hey guys, this is Mr. McGeehee. Welcome to video 17, where we're going to be taking a look at the nucleus. So in biology there's this idea called the central dogma, and the reason it's called that is so that you are able to remember how important this idea is, I guess. I don't know why. But anyways, it's an important idea because it tells us how information is stored and used inside the cell. Information is stored as a permanent copy of a gene in a form called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. When your cell needs to use that gene, it doesn't use it directly, it has to make a copy. It makes a copy as a molecule of RNA, and then that RNA is going to be used to make a protein. So this is how information is stored and used in all living cells that we know of. It starts out as DNA, and then it flows this way, it becomes RNA, and then becomes protein. DNA copied as RNA, used to make a protein. That's the central dogma, and it describes the one-way flow of information that is stored in our genes. So let's pretend that Hector is a carpenter. And so Hector has a wood shop. Here's Hector. He's in this little, he's got some funky stuff going on. That's okay. I'm sure it's fairly accurate. So he uses this wood shop, and particularly this workbench in his wood shop, to create this. This is supposed to be a birdhouse. But it turns out that his birdhouses are so bad that anytime a bird sees one, it instantly dies. Here's a dead bird. It's very sad. So he actually needs to get some new plans for a birdhouse. Now, where would he go to do this? Well, he would probably go to the library. At least that's what he would do if he did not have a computer. And as far as I know, no carpenters have computers. So he would go to the library, and he'd probably go to a section called the reference section, which is this section that has really important books and manuscripts. They're so important, they're so valuable, they are not allowed to leave the library. You have to leave them there. You can go in and look at them, but you can't take them home. But he's got to get his plans for a new birdhouse over to his wood shop. So how does he do that? Any guesses? Any guesses? Well, he's going to make a copy. He's going to copy the plans from his from the reference library, and he's going to take that copy to his wood shop, where he is going to use that copy to make birdhouses. Hey, look, those birdhouses actually look pretty good. So I wonder what happens when the birds see them now. Oh, they still die. It's really sad, Hector. So your cell is going to operate in much the same way as the reference library. So there are plans for making proteins. Those are what genes are. And those are in the form of DNA. Now, DNA is so valuable that it never leaves the nucleus of the cell. Instead, a copy of a gene is made into RNA, and that's able to leave the nucleus of the cell. So DNA gets copied into RNA. RNA is going to leave the nucleus into the cytoplasm and find a ribosome. That's what these little green dots are. And there at the ribosome, those plans, the DNA that was copied as RNA, is going to be used to make a protein. So how is the nucleus like a reference library? Well, the copies of the genes don't ever leave. The DNA doesn't ever leave the nucleus. Copies can be made as RNA. RNA can leave the nucleus, and then it goes to a ribosome, which is like the wood shop that Hector works at, that makes proteins. Only these proteins let things live. They don't just kill them for no good reason. So that's the end of this lecture. Here's your bunny of the day. There are some questions to answer. Make sure you do that. And otherwise, I'll see you in class tomorrow.